100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
10 Lobo.
Choose the mic. Now watch one.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Five.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Sona, 30 base.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to take a shot. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go! Pittsburgh! Hey, pick your game up!
Play action. It's Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Alpha.
From the 44, Jackson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Go.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, Haywood! 52, 52.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the 41, Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. These two teams all tied after one. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give them 32 on the play.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, wahoo!
Jackson now to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Oh, wide open. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Reynolds, 81 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Exit.
Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Hey, Zoo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's got some space here. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Complete to Hilton. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. 4 down, check.
Hey, seam 6.
52, Mike, 52. I'm coming.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here I come again.
Hey, high 7.
Now Jackson, a final shot before break. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. He finds Yeldon. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Jackson incomplete. Jordan Leggett the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ryan Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Yeldon. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now it's Jackson, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, Foxtrot. Be driven.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
That's it, baby.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one 28 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. O.J. Howard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 67 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
15 line. 15 line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Go. 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Hey. Hey, Charlie.
And Jackson throwing once more. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 78 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Running is Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Slam, slam, slam. Rotate, spell. Check, crunch, crunch.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
61, matchbox lights. Ready.
Jackson now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey, Haywood. Big grip.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Protein spill. Don't get nervous. Shoot.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
15 on it. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can